Okay, so Shamshir. I don't know anything about Shamshir, but the swords I'm most interested in, and are Yatagans and Shashkas. With Shashkas, you might know Yatagans. They're Middle Eastern. I'm not actually sure exactly. I think it's more sort of that region in general, like medieval, Middle Eastern, I guess. I don't know too much about the history of them. I just know more structural things about the blades. More the properties of the blades, not the history of the blades. Let's see. Oh yeah. But Yatagans, which are very distinctive for having no guard, and the blade has an inward curve that curves back. So any potential disadvantages for thrusting that you would get from a curved sword are kind of mitigated. Depending on the exact Yatagan, I mean, it's going to be a little bit strange for thrust, I guess, but, it's nothing you can't work with. Shaskas are Russian sabers that, I believe medieval as well, that also have no guards, but they're more just a curved single-edged sword with no guard. They have a very similar shape to Yatagans in the hilt. The ones I've seen, at least. Although the Yatagans typically have like a... Well, I don't think it's usually really a pommel as much, but the end of the sword has like two giant ears with a channel in the middle that you can, like, if you were to reverse grip it, you could put your thumb there. And I believe, and I mean, this is, there's going to be, exceptions to the rule, but Russian sabers have that similar sort of shape, but with no channel in the middle. So, and I'm very curious, because as far as I can tell, like, you would think that they would need that you would need to have like a different doctrine, a different an entirely different style. That's fitting. Also, look at that beautiful background. But you would think you would need an entirely different style for than a medieval European sword, longsword or something, if you don't have a guard. But as far as I can tell, I mean, that's not the case. But then also, like, Shaskas, and that's in the Roman alphabet, that is SHA, SHAKA, I believe. Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, so, like 19th century Shaskas did actually have guards, kind of in a typical cavalry style, with like a completely enclosed, like a loop guard, I guess. I don't know what the proper term is, but So yeah, it's a very interesting thing. I just love the look of a guardless sword, just because it's just very sleek. Like, I mean, there's practical disadvantages to it, obviously, but doesn't change the fact. And like, I mean, katanas, cool. Long swords, cool. I think if I had to pick a particular favorite medieval sword, it would probably be probably be messers. Probably a specific shape of messer, but I do not know. I just like the sort of knife hilt thing more, personally. But yeah, katanas, with the very small guards, what I think the proper term, I guess, would be subas. I believe. I'm probably wrong. But squid ring. I do not know what is a squid ring. Oh, I get it. It's calamari. Okay, that's wow. Okay, I guess not. Anyways, but yeah, like the small guards even are just like there's a big difference between no guard and a small guard. And I mean, I guess it would kind of well, actually, I guess it's kind of weird, because a lot of like Asian swords have typically small guards, although I'm thinking more Chinese and Japanese. I can't say anything about other Asian cultures off the top of my head. But yeah. Finally, what does the Shamshir actually look like? Pretty much, in this interpretation, just a scimitar. Okay. All right. But yeah, I mean, you would think that like a Russian sword would like bridge the gap between, medieval Europe or Western European sword and Asian swords, but then it kind of. I mean, well, I can't speak for every single Russian medieval melee weapon, but yeah, they're unique in their own, they're in their own way. And I was like, hey, that's not gonna happen. This isn't gonna take up the entire video, and then it did, so that's fun. But I think, yeah, if I had to, that is so tempting. Actually, it's not at all, but yeah, if I had to get any one sword, like, that I was gonna like. Well, I mean, if I was gonna do like Hema or something, I don't know. But if I had to get any one sword, it would be a Yatagan or a Shaska. It depends on the day. My interest in Russian stuff might kind of swayed me over to a Shaska, just in general. But Yatagans are really cool too. Swords.